Hey friends, Miranda here, and today is that day. It is time to share with you guys my Amazon movie pickups for the month of February. So let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm very excited about some of the titles that I did pick up. Some of them are like kind of newer from like, the past year or so. And also just some random ones that I kind of just need to throw on and stuff. So, trying to clear that wish list, you guys. So feel free to check it out. It's in the description box below, you guys. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into this haul. I am very excited. All right, so the first title that I actually picked up is a double feature. I saw this. I don't even know how I came across this one. But it looked pretty interesting. The movies look to be pretty decent. It is horror, you guys. And it is The Grave Dancers and Wicked Little Things. For a double feature, it was relatively cheap, so I went ahead and picked it up. I have not seen either of them, so, I like horror, but I'm not, like, obsessed with it, so, but anywho, I'll be checking it out. Next up, we have The Hateful Eight. I actually think I have this on DVD, if I'm not mistaken, so I think this is an upgrade. I honestly don't remember if I have it or not. But, this one too, super cheap. You guys, think this was like $5, so I went ahead and picked it up. Next up, you guys, I did actually pick up a 4K, and this movie really caught my attention. So I saw Ray's Movies. She did this whole like entire movie collection video on her channel, and I saw this one come up. I'm like, ooh, because it has Vince Vaughn in it, and I love Vince Vaughn, you guys. And it was super cheap, like I said, for being 4K. I think I paid like $7 for it, and it was Brawl in Cell Block 99. I have not seen this, and it just kind of like sparked my interest because this looks like such an interesting role for Vince Vaughn. So I am excited to check this one out. I've actually heard some good things about it, so yeah, you guys, got that on 4K. Next up, another one I've been wanting to check out for a while is I, Tonya. You guys know Tonya Harding story, famous ice skater. This next one actually came as a recommendation from my brother, so I finally went ahead and picked it up. It does have Robert Pattinson in it, and that is Cosmopolis. It definitely sounds like a good watch, so I'm excited to visit this one. Okay, you guys, we're going way back to when I was a kid, you guys. This movie, in some ways, used to kind of freak me out because, like, the characters in it, they're just so, like, weird looking. The only thing I do not like is that the cover on this movie is not as it was advertised on Amazon, which really sucks because I kind of like the one that they had on Amazon, the cover that they showed, but that is The Dark Crystal. If you guys remember this movie, like, I don't know, there's just something about them that's like so like freakishly weird and kind of creepy. I don't know, could just be me, but I have not seen this one in forever, and I remember really liking this movie despite my little kind of fear of the characters. But yeah, I watched this like countless number of times growing up, you guys. So I was really happy to see this. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten about this movie. The name, and it just wouldn't have even like come to mind or anything. But then I saw somebody post this, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was huge in my childhood. So I went ahead and picked that up. But yeah, the artwork that they showed on Amazon was just completely different, and I kind of liked it better because you could see like the characters better on the front. So I don't know, but yeah, it came with this one, so oh well. And next up, this one I'm very excited to check out, you guys. It was written and directed by Jonah Hill, and I've been hearing some amazing things about it, and that is Mid-90s, you guys. And basically it's about this kid here, like, he's in his teen years, growing up in the 90s, so I am so excited to check this one out. All right, another one that I've had my eye on for a while now. I finally decided to pick it up, and I just think it is the coolest thing ever that they made the game into a movie, and that is Clue, you guys. I'm assuming, well, in a sense, this is like kind of almost the same concept, as like Knives Out. I guess Knives Out is kind of based sort of like on Clue. To me anyways, that's the way it kind of seems, like the who did it, kind of thing. But yeah, you guys, I've seen that is so cool that the game was made into a movie. I love playing the game. It was one of my favorites growing up, so I'm excited to have Clue in the collection now. Another one that I've been hearing great things about about, and I believe there's actually a second one coming out now, and that is A Quiet Place with Emily Blunt. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. This one too, I've heard mixed reviews on this one, and I just wanted to go ahead and check it out. I've had my eye on it for a while too, and I don't know, I know some people kind of pronounce it differently, so I don't know if it's Midsummer or Midsummer. But yeah, so I went ahead and picked that one up. This one does come with the slipcase on it. And this next one to you guys, Shia LaBeouf in The Tax Collector. So my understanding is that he literally went out and got like a ton of tattoos just to play the role in this movie, which is insane. That is dedication, you guys. Heard mixed reviews on it, but I definitely want to check it out. Looks like a fun watch. So yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be an interesting role for Shia LaBeouf for sure. And next up, we have Rocket Man, which is obviously the Elton John story here. You do have the slipcase on it as well. So you got that. I'm excited to check that one out. All right, and like I said, I just kind of threw on some like random ones. Hubby had me order something, but you guys know like the, you know, free shipping mark is 25 bucks. So, you know, I just threw on like, you know, the easiest thing to throw on to a transaction is movies, you know? So these were all like, I don't even know, like $5-6 ish or something. But I did go ahead and pick up A Bad Mom's Christmas. I've seen the first one. I actually have not seen this Christmas one. But I love the first one, just the, you know, the regular Bad Moms. So yeah, I'm sure that this is going to be just as funny. One that also has come highly recommended, which I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I have. But that is Tombstone. I went ahead and picked that one up, so I'm excited to check that one out. And this one too, I've heard good things about, but I don't think I've actually ever seen this one either. And it is a musical, and that is Les Miserables, I think is how you want to pronounce it. So yeah. I've always kind of been a fan. It's funny because I don't like to watch too many like shows that are from this like time era, but I don't mind movies that are based like in this time era. It's kind of weird, I know. I just have a preference, I guess, for movies, you know, in this time. I don't even know what year this is, but you know what I mean? Almost like kind of like Renaissance time and stuff like that. So, you know, the olden days where they dressed in all those, you know, gowns and you know what I mean. All right, and so then I did pick up some DVDs. One of them's for me. The rest of them are actually for hubby for Valentine's Day. And they are actually, you know, in Spanish, but it's one of his, you know, favorite actors and stuff, which I'll get to those in a minute. But this one though, you guys, I don't know why I've never heard of this movie or why I never watched it growing up. It definitely, you know, is my kind of movie, and I've heard great things about it. And that is Crazy Beautiful. I've been wanting to check this one out for a while. Like I said, I don't know why. I'd never even heard of this movie. But you know, Kirsten Dunst and Jay Hernandez. I mean, yeah, look at how young she looks there. So I am very, very excited to check this one out. Definitely seems like something I'd be totally into. All right, so if anybody is familiar with Mexican cinema, there is one, he's probably the most famous actor and producer in all of Mexico, like back in the day. Cantinflas, you guys, Cantinflas. It's probably like one of my hubby's favorite actors, and we do have a few movies in our collection that's like the double sets. Like all these are double features, you guys. So we do have a few in the collection that are double features. But I came across some new ones, and I figured, you know what, he loves this guy so much. Like who doesn't? Who didn't love him? You know, growing up, he, you know, started off doing like black and white film, which this first one that I have here, it is in black and white, and it has El Señor Fotógrafo and Si Yo Fuera Diputado. It looks like that. I want, in a sense, to me, he is a comedian, you guys. So a lot of his, you know, roles, they're very funny roles. And so he kind of reminds me sort of like, you know, a Mexican Charlie Chaplin in a way, but, you know, minus, you know, like the silent film and stuff. But yeah, he is a super funny guy. Obviously, he's not with us anymore, but, you know, you know, during his time, he was a super famous, super funny, you know, actor, producer, all of that. Most famous in Mexico. So yeah, my husband, he grew up like watching these movies and stuff like that, and he's really into them. So I'm excited to add these to our collection, you guys, because I do enjoy them too. So we have this one here. We also have this one that has Por Mis Pistolas and Conserje en Condominio. These ones are in color though. So, you know, obviously once color came around, he started doing like, you know, movies in color and stuff like that. But yeah, he also played in the original Around the World in 80 Days as, I can never pronounce the name, Passepartout, something like that. You guys know who I mean. But yeah, he played in the original one. This one has El Señor Doctor and El Profe. This one has Don Quijote Cabalga de Nuevo and Un Quijote Sin Mancha. So I know hubby's going to be super stoked about these, and we're just going to have like a Cantinflas marathon here soon. This one is probably one of his favorites, El Barrendero and Gran Hotel. So this one down here, Gran Hotel, is in black and white. So yeah, you guys, that is everything that I picked up this month from Amazon. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video, you guys. Bye.